everybody, and welcome back to another episode of PTSD Podcast. It's been a while since we've hung out, but no worries, we're back. We have a lot to catch up on. I'm so excited to tell you about everything that's kind of just been going on in our lives. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to chill. And today, and as always, we have our girl Aurora with us. Aurora, how's it going over there? What you up to?
What's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm just chilling. I'm excited to be back. It's been kind of a long time. It's been like 2 weeks since our last podcast. I'm happy that we're back.
Yeah, it's been a while. A lot has happened. It's been about 2 weeks. So big things that have happened are birthday. I won't say how old I am because you
birthday.
Hey, thank you. I won't say how old I am because you never ask a woman. Oh, a woman? You never ask a baddie her age, all right? You're never gonna know. But had the birthday happen, we had Valentine's Day happen, so I know for me there's been a few things, but for some of y'all, just Valentine's Day, or maybe not. I don't really know. But well, I guess let's kick it off with Valentine's Day. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? Did y'all get the D? Is it like, what's her name? Gypsy Rose? You can't stop me. I'm on a high right now. The D is fire. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Please tell me we have... No! Please tell me we have some Gypsy Rose people in the chat right now. Was she popping up on your For You page? She was like... People were like giving her hate. Well, do you know who Gypsy Rose is?
I know that she was in prison. That's as much as I know.
So... TLDR, yes, she was in prison because long story short, like her mom had like this disorder. I don't know what it was called, but she had like this like mental disorder where like she believed that if she told people her child was sick, then she would get like more attention and be seen as like, oh, you're taking care of like a sick child, you know? And so like kind of just get like that. And so she like really like fucked her up. She made her believe she was so sick and like got her on a lot of medications and stuff like that. And she was actually like losing her teeth, losing her hair. She was being pushed around in a wheelchair.
Gypsy Rose was?
Yeah. And like she didn't even know her actual age. And so like all this stuff was happening to her because her mom was like sick. And so then she like met this guy online and she just told him what was going on, and then they plotted to like kill her mom. So like she convinced this guy that she met online to stab her mom to death. So the mom died, and then she went to prison for that, and then she got out. And then when she got out, it was kind of like an overnight sensation where she was like super like just popular. She was going on all these or like on a podcast, getting interviewed like on TV, and she was starting to receive some hate, and she has like a new husband now, and he's been like interviewing with her and stuff. And she was receiving a lot of hate, and she was like, you can't stop me, I'm on a high right now, and the D is fire. So now I just say that the D is fire. But it was just so funny. That was Valentine's Day.
I'm happy that she's liberated and she's no longer under her mom's jurisdiction, because obviously her mom's a poor parent.
Well,
but
her mom's dead.
Yeah, that part. And she is kind of got famous for murdering her mom, which is kind of crazy, but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been like this whole thing, but now she's like off the radar because I think she was saying too much on the podcast to like potentially get her back in prison, because she was released, but she wasn't like she's on parole or something, so like she's still being watched and stuff. So like if on a podcast she had said some stuff that was a little sus, and you know, she could probably go back to jail. So I think she's just been trying to lay low, which is smart.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I love that.
Back to V Day and the D. The V and the D. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? Aurora, how was your Valentine's Day? Did you get up to anything?
My Valentine's Day was very wholesome. I thought it was going to be like a very active day, but I woke up feeling very lethargic and not having very much energy. I don't really know, honestly. It was, like, super random. I think I remember, like, waking up at, like, 3 a.m. just randomly. I don't know, just, like, poor sleep. But I just woke up feeling very lethargic. And, like, we had plans to go see the One Love Bob Marley movie, and me and my man literally walked into the theater and then left to go,
What?
like
Why? To
yeah.
go get some D or what? Why'd you
No.
leave? You're like, oh.
Cause like I just could not. I was not present. Like I was so groggy. I tried to be there, but then I was like, I'm just gonna fall asleep in the theater. And he's like, there's no point in us watching a movie if you're not gonna be present for it. Like
So
that's
you
just
like
crazy.
bought tickets? You bought the
Yes,
tickets. You bought any? Did you
yeah.
buy anything from the concession?
No, we didn't buy anything from
Okay.
concessions. But to be fair,
What?
we do have like a Regal movie pass, so it was only 50 cents for the ticket. So we didn't really lose
Okay.
much. Yeah,
Okay, that's
so
fine.
that
That's
was it was nice.
crazy. I can't believe you
Yeah.
just like stepped foot in the theater. You're like, nah, I don't want to be here, and left. Like, what? That's unheard of. That is psychopath behavior. I'm sorry, but like, what is going on over there? I could never. I'm over
I
here
really
talking smack, and I don't
tried.
even like going to movie theaters.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Okay.
psychopath behavior.
Obviously you wouldn't walk out because you don't even go.
True.
Okay?
I don't even walk in. I don't even walk into the theater. So,
Literally. But then the rest of the night was fine. We made pizzas and we played and
with each
yeah.
other. That laugh said it all. She said, yeah. She said, and we played some adult games. Oh,
And then we
nice.
went
I
to
love that.
How about you? How was your Valentine's Day?
Oh my god. Well, my Valentine's Day was pretty chill. Honestly, I was still very jet lagged from the trip. Which I will talk to you guys about the trip to Brazil. The birthday trip was super, super fun. But before we get there, Valentine's Day was super chill. Like I said, I was super tired because I was like really jet lagged. But we kind of just like we made pizzas. They were intended to be heart shaped, but like the dough was not fucking with us. Like it just kept like making a huge blob. So we were just like, you know what? It's gonna be whatever shape the dough decides to be. But we did that, and it was really chill. Like honestly, we really didn't do much because we had just done so much during the trip. So we were tired. We were just like, we'll just make pizzas and like hang out together, and then we're good. And I got some flowers.
Nice.
That was nice. I love getting
Oh,
flowers.
that sounds really cute and wholesome as well.
But yeah, it was really, really great. Daddies in the chat, sound off. Tell us about your Valentine's Day. We will catch up with the chat in a second because we have more things to cover. But let us know, did you get the dickening or did you give the dickening? Did you get your girl flowers? Did you receive flowers? What went down on your V-Day? If you didn't celebrate Valentine's Day with anyone, tell us about it. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's fine. Hopefully you had a Galentine's Day or what is the guy version of that? A Dudentine's Day?
Guyentine's Day.
Guyentine's Day or Galentine's Day? Sound off below. But now let's get into the vacation. So my birthday was on February 2nd. Aqua Gay, let's go. Aquarius are the best and fuck the rest. Oh, just kidding. Aurora, what are you?
That was crazy. I'm not gonna say mine because there's so much slander on my sign. It's not
What is
even
it?
worth putting out into the world.
What is it? Taurus?
I'm
Aries?
just not. I can't. There's so much slander. We're like the most hated. I can't do it.
Which one's the most? Oh, Scorpio, probably.
No, I'm a Gemini.
Oh, Gemini is not bad.
Literally,
the
most serial killers are Gemini and Virgo. People, they
that
hate us.
explains walking into the theater and then walking out. That's Gemini, like, serial killer behavior. That's why, guys, because she's a Gemini. Gemini tings. Oh my
You know what?
gosh.
I'm on the border, so I'm like barely. I just don't want to claim that energy. People just hate it so much. I can't. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
Aquarius
Well,
gang.
back to Aqua gang. But Aquarius and Gemini are tight. Like they get along. That's why we get along.
Yeah, that's facts.
It's
Air
like
sign gang.
Aquarius, Gemini, Libra are like my like three most compatible like friendships or people, whatever. Um, but anyway, so it was my birthday, and I decided to celebrate in Brazil. Hence the
Ooh,
shirt.
ooh,
I don't know if y'all
ooh.
can see the shirt.
It's a cute shirt.
Thank
It
you.
is very cute.
Uh, I bought it specifically for the podcast. I was like, ooh, I have another shirt too, but I wanted to wear this one today. But this one, I was like, oh,
Mood.
I'm gonna wear that on the podcast. So the trip was super, super fun. My only request was that, well, obviously going to Brazil, but I really wanted to either be on the plane on my birthday or have already landed on my birthday. So fortunately, we just like landed on my birthday, and it was really, really great. When I got there, I was just like, I was so shocked. Not even shocked. It was just so surreal. Like, I landed on my actual birthday and we went to the beach the first day. Super jet lagged, super exhausted, but we stayed at Copacabana Beach, which is like a super popular beach. If you've ever heard that song, that her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. Have you heard that song? You have.
I
Everybody's
don't
heard
know. I'm sure I have. It sounds familiar. I don't know.
with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She did the cha-cha. No? Copacabana.
Yes. Yes, yes,
There
yes,
you
yes,
go.
yes.
I should have just
There it
sang
is.
that. But so we stayed on this like really famous beach, and the first day we were just there chilling, walked over, and I was just so like shocked by like the fact that I was there. I was like, holy crap, like I've been wanting to celebrate this specific birthday in Rio on like this beach, and it was just like like a manifestation come true. So I was like, holy crap, like pinch me, is this real? And so the first day I was just like looking around, and I just had a moment, and I just started like crying. I was like, wow, like I'm here on my birthday.
Oh,
This is amazing. I love this. And then I
that's so
immediately
sweet.
passed out. Like when I tell you I passed out for like 3 hours, like just asleep on the beach because I was just so exhausted and like jet lagged from like the
That's so
flight.
funny.
And it was like the most peaceful rest I have ever gotten. Like I just like passed out, and then I woke up and was like, whoa, like I need to eat. So like we like went to go eat or whatever. But the first night was just like, or the first day was just so surreal. I was like, holy crap, like I'm actually here. And then throughout the week, we were there for 11 days, and it was just so much fun, so lively. Brazilians, they're some meaty bitches, let me tell you. Like they are thick, like in the front and in the back, if you know what I'm saying. Like I've been to a
Yeah.
lot of places, let me tell you. I've been to Europe, been to Africa, now to like South America. I've been to Asia. Actually, I think I've been to every continent except Antarctica, actually. And so I've been a lot of places. I've seen a lot of different body types, different like nationalities. And when I tell you the Brazilian women take the trophy of number one meaty bitches in the front and the back, like trust me, I was like, damn, like how are
What are they
people built like
eating?
this? I don't know what they're eating. I don't know if it's like, it's definitely like genetics, but like when I tell these bitches had like natural BBLs and like huge like titties. I was like, goddamn, like
It's gotta
what
be
is
in the
going on?
water.
It has to be. I'll tell you, it's definitely the water and the sun. I got a really nice tan, and I'm just like glowing different ever since I've been back. But I didn't get
That's
titties or an
fact.
ass, so I need to go back.
You gotta stay longer.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny because there's like BBL, and that's short for like Brazilian butt lift, but like that didn't
Hmm.
originate in Brazil. It was inspired by Brazilian women.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, they all looked so great. Everybody was so tan. And the thing that surprised me the most, which is like I didn't really know what to expect with going there, but the everybody is obviously very tan and like bronze goddess. but everybody is also very fit and very active. Like we would go
Mm.
to we'd have breakfast at our hotel, and we'd sit in like on like the patio out front, and we were overlook like the beach and stuff. And at like 7 in the morning, I'm starting my day sitting down to eat breakfast. People are already running, cycling, playing foot volley, which
Wow.
is like a combination of like foot like
Fo-
soccer, football,
Soccer and volleyball,
and
right?
volleyball, like had a
Mm-hmm.
baby and like played this. And it was so cool to see. But like everybody's just already like active by 7 a.m. and like
They're
it's
outside.
crazy. They outside. And then even like one of the days we went to the beach at like 6:30 in the morning. Same thing. Everybody was already on the beach, running around, playing. I was like, damn, what time they wake up here? Like how are they already like their day started already? You know, like they're like an hour in all of this. Like it's crazy. Um, but yeah, it was like just so cool to see that, and like that's what made it so easy for me to work out whenever I was there. Like I definitely like I train while I'm on vacation. Um, but like it was just so much easier to do that because of how active everybody else was. Like I was running with
Yeah.
the locals, you know, like I ran on the like on the pavement, and then I started running on the beach, and that was the game changer. Like I was like, damn, like when the weather clears up here, I'm gonna make it a point to like when I train at Gold's Gym to just like go for a run like on the beach because like it's so amazing.
That's a good feeling. I love that the culture is like so supportive of you and your goals because it just made it so easy for you to be
Yeah.
yourself while you're there.
Yeah, totally. The one thing though is I'm like, damn, I need to buy some titties now. Like, I'm gonna work on the gym.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
do
work
You
out my
need to eat
ass
the
at the gym.
food.
But no, there's no food that's gonna make my titties grow. I can work.
Oh
I can build
no.
my ass. I don't
There's
know.
something over there that's making that happen.
If anyone knows the trick to getting big yitties like the Brazilians, drop it in the chat now. But I can build my ass in the gym, but the titties, I'm gonna have to buy that later. So subscribe, subscribe right now to the Twitch channel so I can buy some
Oh my
yitties. I'll vlog the process, and then I'll start my OF so y'all can see what you bought.
Oh my god.
I'm dying. Not kidding. Not kidding. Subscribe now. But yeah, it was like it was just so much fun. So that was like the whole fitness stuff, and then the food, insane. I ate like they had what were they called? There were these little like kind of like these little balls that were stuffed with like some were chocolate and stuffed with like hazelnut, some were coconut stuffed with like
Ooh.
coconut. So delicious. Like it was my favorite like snack to eat. But the other snack that I really liked was like cocoa. I was drinking coconut water every like basically
Oh,
every day, and then
I
like eating
saw.
a coconut wow, I want to say coconut paleta, but like a coconut popsicle every day that was like fresh, like real coconut. And normally I'm not like a coconutty person. Like I like it, but not that much. But every day that I was like coconut water, give me my paleta. It was amazing. Like anything coconut flavored, I was deep throating. It was so good there. Like it just hits different because it's so fresh. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine. Haven't had I don't think I've had a fresh coconut before, but I do love coconut flavored things, so and I bet
Oh,
you felt
it'll
like
change
super
your life.
hydrated too. Like your
Absolutely.
thyroid was just feeling
My thyroid
luxurious.
was thriving. She was skinny. No, like after every run, I would buy a cocoa for like the natural electrolytes, and it was just so amazing. And so, yeah, the food was really good. We actually went to this restaurant. It was called Chiquitas, and they had food from like the northern region of Brazil, and
Mhm.
it was so good. Like we had soup and this dessert. I don't remember what it was, but we had like appetizers. It was like this like at this other restaurant. It was like this rectangle, like a fried rectangle, like stuffed
Mhm.
with tomato, basil, and
Mhm.
mozzarella. And they're stuffed with many things, but we got this specific one. Oh my god, so good. Um, just so oh my god, I can't even get over it. Like the thing that they did the best there were desserts. Like every
Yeah.
dessert I ate was so incredibly delicious. Like they had this
Mm.
banana like not like banana, not like our banana pudding, but like kind of like a banana pudding meets tres leches cake.
Okay.
So good. It was like called banana pate or something, or pat. Um
That sounds
s-
delicious.
so good, so sweet, and then you pour like this like chemical. Why was I gonna say chemical? This like caramel like liquid on top. Like it's not, it looked more
Ooh.
like vanilla extract than it did like thick caramel that we're used to. Like it was very liquidy. And you just like
Okay.
pour it on top and it made it so sweet and good. I was like, God damn,
Mmm.
this is
That
delicious.
sounds so
And like
delicious.
every dessert I ate there was just next level, and like everything had milk, but surprisingly like it didn't hurt my stomach as bad as like when I eat like dairy and milk here in the US.
Yeah,
So
of course.
that's a dub.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And surprisingly, I
That's
wasn't even like
nice.
bloated there. And
Oh, that's really, really nice.
yeah. And so food, fire, beach days, fire. Like when we would go to the beach, like we were basically at the beach every day, hence the tan, hence this like bronze Brazilian goddess vibes that I'm exuding. I'm feeling myself
Mm-hmm.
ever since I've been back. I love being tan. I just
Feeling
feel like
herself. She's feeling
I
herself.
just
She's
feel
feeling
like
it.
daddy. I feel like myself when I'm tan. And when we'd go in the water, like the waves were actually insane. Like these were like 3-4 foot waves, and
Was the
they
water
would
warm?
very, yeah.
Mm.
And the water was very rough though. Like I've never been in water that rough. Like when a wave would hit you, it would take you down. I had a
Oh,
few
you were
moments
getting
where
beat up.
like, oh yeah, I had a few moments where like I was the ocean's bitch. Like they bent me over and railed me. I was like I couldn't get up. Like I had fallen. I needed life alert. I had fallen. I was like I have fallen and I
Not
can't
life
get up.
alert.
And
Not
like
life
IT
alert.
Daddy had to like pull me out because like it was bad. Like a wave would just come and just like hit me like on the side, and I would just like woo,
Oh
just
my
like
god,
get
not you getting
railed.
smacked around.
Yeah,
Oh
I was
my
getting manhandled
god.
by the ocean over there. Like it's just really really rough water, and like honestly, if you're not a good swimmer, like you shouldn't get in the water there cuz like there's like a really hard undertow as well. So like you'd get hit, like you'd try to swim under a wave and like kind of walk out a little bit, but you'd get pulled right back in. Like it was
Ooh.
really really rough water, and like there was one day specifically where it was extremely extremely windy, and for the first time ever, we saw lifeguards on the beach watching, and nobody was in the water, which like most of the
Yeah.
time or like every day, like everybody was in the water, like little kids, old people, and everything in between. And there was like one girl who was like in the water, and I was like, girl, you crazy, look around,
She's
nobody's
bold.
in.
She's
She went
bold.
in and she drowned. Like the lifeguards had to jump in and rescue her and pull her out. I was like, girl, you ain't from
Oh my
here.
god, no way.
Yeah. So that was
Read the
really wild.
room.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, read the room. But the
Oh my
one thing that
god.
like really made me feel so confident, and that's why I'm feeling myself so much, was that several people thought that I was Brazilian. I was like, me?
Really?
Me? Yes. I was like, I ain't got no titties or no ass. What you mean? What you mean I'm
Obviously, that's
Brazilian?
not what distinguishes a Brazilian.
That's right. And like when I was there, so like I speak Spanish, and whenever you're there, everybody speaks Portuguese, and like I
Mhm.
understood a lot of what the people were saying because of how much overlap there is with Portuguese and Spanish. But a lot of people would talk to me in Portuguese, and then like I cardinal understood them, and then like I would just talk to them in like Spanish, and like they would, that was like a more common language than like English. But it was just so crazy because like several people really like thought I was from, like I don't know if they thought I was from there. Oh, I guess maybe Brazilian, yeah. I was like, "Oh, thank you. Like what a confidence boost. I came to back to the US feeling different." I was like, "I'm not American. I'm Brazilian, bitch." For as
Wow,
long
that
as I
sounds like
have this tan.
that sounds like a great way to spend your birthday. Like you're just feeling all the good energy. And you
Oh
also went
yeah.
to Carnival, right? Or Carnival?
Yeah. Oh,
Carnival?
I'm just getting started on
Carnival.
this trip. There is way more stuff. So by day 2, so it was like a carnival whenever we were there. And so basically it's like a celebration of Lent, and they do this thing called blocos, which is like block parties. And
Mhm.
what they do is like they'll start in like a specific point, and there'll be like a bus, and on this bus there are a lot, like there's people like playing the drums and like they're playing music, and they're kind of like the
Oh, like
party
Mardi Gras.
ralliers, Yeah, it's exactly like Mardi Gras. And they're like
Okay,
party
perfect.
ralliers, and then like everybody that's attending this is like dressed up, and you can wear anything. Like I wore a bikini and like a tutu, and like other people were wearing like similar things, but like just like fun funky stuff. Like you can dress up as a devil, or you can dress up in all sequins, like really like
I've seen some
colorful
like
and
really
fun.
extravagant outfits.
Well, those outfits that you're thinking about are like more like the parade of carnival, and not so much
Oh,
like the
okay.
block parties. Like the block parties,
Got
like
it.
think like skimpy, like you're dressing like revealing, you're wearing less is more type of thing. You're
Yeah,
colorful and like creative,
got
and
it.
basically everybody's drinking. Like every like 2 feet there's like a little vendor selling alcohol. They're like, you want to buy this alcohol, you want to buy this, and like I'm not a drinker. I don't have fun drinking. I'm not entertained that way. So like I would go up and be like, hey, can I have a drink? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, is there alcohol in this? And they're like, yeah. Do you don't want alcohol? And I'm like, no. And they're like, you don't want alcohol? I'm like, no, I don't want it. They're like, okay. And like at one point, like, cause like they just make a face like, you don't want alcohol? And like at one point I was like, I should just start telling these people that I'm pregnant so I don't get these faces anymore.
Facts.
Be
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Just to
I'm
avoid it
pregnant.
altogether.
Yeah. But that was crazy. So the Blocos were crazy because like everybody's drunk, everybody's just dancing, having a fun like time, and so they're playing a lot of music, and then they're in one spot for a while, and then they'll like just start marching, and so like you walk with everybody for like miles, and so whenever we did the first Bloco party, we like walked literally like a minimum of 3 hours
Wow.
straight walking, like
Oh
from
my
the
God.
hotel to meeting them to walking with everybody and dancing and then walking back. Like it was at least I looked at the time, it was a minimum of 3 hours, but when I checked we were like not done, we were still doing other stuff, and then I never checked again. But yeah, that was just so much fun. And it was just different. Like this little old lady was like super hammered, and she was like dancing with me. She kept like pulling me, and she was like doing like the little samba dance moves, and she was like I was like, dang, Granny has moves. Granny's still getting it. By the look and by the movement of those hips, she's still getting it. I was like, damn, girl. And like she kept pulling me to like try to meet like these other people. But like the one thing I noticed is like everybody's just trash, and like everybody's like making out with each other. I was like, dude, this feels
Oh.
like spring break in the US. Like it was definitely giving spring break. I was like, oh, I'm a little
Spring
past this. I don't do
break.
this anymore. But it was still fun to just like be in the vibe, see it, because I had never experienced anything like that before. And what I love most about it is that like nobody's speaking English, and that's what I love being in environments like that where like people are speaking other languages besides English. Um, and so that was really cool. Those were the blocos. We saw several of them as it got closer to like as it got closer to like the big carnival dates. More and more started popping up, and like it started getting really busy in our area, and like more people started to show up with like the carnival outfits, and like there was a block party like right in front of our hotel. It was really really nice, and like even from our hotel, like we would just walk across the street and we were at the beach. Like we were literally a block away from like
Oh, that's
everything, and
so
it was just so
nice.
so fun. And then so those were the blocos, and then we did Carnival, the actual like big parade, and that was insane. That was like a pinch me and my dreaming moment. Like I had manifested going there and like seeing all of those beautiful like colorful outfits, and like seeing them
Mm-hmm.
dance and stuff. And it was just like it was just next level. Like the parade was just so gorgeous and colorful, and like what's so interesting about it is that it starts at 10 p.m. and it lasts until like 5:30 a.m.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we stayed the entire time. And what they
Oh
do is
my
like
God.
they have, so there's like a long row, yeah, like just like a long road, like in
Mm-hmm.
like there's like bleachers around it, like in like seating area, and they start at one end, like they start at the far end. They'll walk a little bit, they'll stop, dance for a while, and then walk to the next like third of it, dance a little while, and then move on to like the last section of it and dance a while. From when they started to when they end took an hour, because they walk, stop, and dance, and it's a
Oh,
whole
that's
train
pretty.
of people.
Oh,
Yeah, and then you wait like I think like 45 minutes to an hour. I think it 45 minutes, IT Daddy? Rough, like about more or less like 45 minutes. Once it was done, 45 minutes of downtime to reset. They would clean. They even had
hmm.
like, so like they'd, so every like train of people that would come out, it would be like the one like girl dressed like in an outfit, and then like everybody behind her like matched and complimented her outfit and like did like a dance and stuff that
Ooh.
matched her. So like for example, there'd be like a girl wearing like black and gold with like a cheetah hat, you know, and she would like throw her hat down and then like dance, and they're wearing thick heels, like big boys, you know, like big, and they're
Mm-hmm.
like walking this whole thing and then like dancing like the samba, like super fast. I'm like, how did you move your feet like that, girl? And then like everybody behind her is wearing like an outfit that kind of complements the black and gold, and they're like doing their
Mm-hmm.
own dance, and it's all on theme. And then there's a float as well, like sometimes like huge floats that
How
just like match
pretty.
everything. And there's even more people on the float like dancing and in costume and stuff, so it's like super like just very very colorful and very magical. um
Mm-hmm.
so that was really dope. It's so busy, like there's so many people there. Oh, okay, good. Sorry, I was walking over the cord. I was like, girl, do not drop this camera.
Hey Zara,
Um,
what the dog doing?
Hi, Zara. What the dog doing? But yeah, there were so many people there, like just enjoying it, having a good time, and a lot of people surprisingly stayed till like 5:30 in the morning. Like we left at 6:30, and there were still people there like leaving. And
Oh
then
my God.
yeah, and then we went. Yeah, it was crazy, and it was just so fun. Like 1010 would do again. Like it's the most iconic carnival in the world. Like I remember reading this in textbooks. You know, like when I was like a kid, like reading about it and watching like stuff about it, and like to be there was just like so magical. And then so that was really, really fun. And then the other thing we did that was like my number one, like, oh, number two thing that I wanted to do was take a helicopter ride. And so,
Oh, I saw that. I
yeah, it was
forgot.
really cool.
Wait,
So,
weren't you not feeling well though? I swear you said
yeah, I
that
was
you were
sick. I
like,
was like
yeah.
throwing up the
Okay.
night before and everything, but fuck it, I don't care. Like, I was gonna get on that plane one way or another. I sucked that shit up and go. But so basically, like, we went on this helicopter ride. It was a private helicopter tour, and
Gorgeous.
we like got I was feeling so sick. Like I said, I was throwing up the night before for like from like 3 a.m. to like right before we
Oh, it's
left at
so
8:30 a.m.
pretty.
And so we went on this helicopter ride, and it was so surreal. Like we got golf
Wow.
carted to the heli, and then we like took off, and we saw all the beaches like Ipanema, Copacabana, and a bunch of other ones. We saw Sugarloaf Mountain. Ah, me with my son, my crush Cristo. Ooh, girl. And then we orbited Cristo, and it was so beautiful.
It
Like
just looks so gorgeous.
yeah,
Wow.
we get closer to it. He orbited it about like 2 or 3 times, and this is a what you guys are watching right now is a 360 um 360 camera footage of our time there. And I bought this. They had offered it. They're like, "Do you want a 360 cam of like, this experience?" And I was like, "Absolutely, yes. I don't care. I'm getting it." And it's like so
Yeah.
cool, and like yeah, so this was
Now
the
imagine jumping out of that plane.
I would do it. I wanted to do a helicopter tour where the doors open and your feet are dangling. I thought that
Mm-hmm.
that's what this was, but it wasn't. It was just a regular helicopter tour, which is fine. I'm not trying to sound all first world problems, but I
Oh yeah.
definitely would like to do stuff like that. But this was Cristo. It's massive. It's so big. I started crying. Like once we flew away, like it hit me and I started to cry. I'm a crier. And whenever we were like orbiting around, it was kind of funny because I was like looking uh a lot of people, there's like a hike to it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's really I've heard it's like really hot and long and all this stuff. And whenever we were orbiting it, there was like so many people, like it looked packed like sardines, like all in the on the bottom of it taking photos, and I was like
Mm-hmm.
peasants. I could never. That could
Oh
never
my,
be
that's
me.
so
I was
funny.
like, I'm in a helicopter tour over here, orbiting this. Like, I could never. Why
That's
would I
so funny.
hike when I can get golf carted to my private helicopter and then fly across the beaches? It was amazing. I
How
loved
much
it.
did
And
it
like,
cost?
it was like 3 something per person.
Oh,
Or was
that's a
it
really good
total?
deal.
No, it was like 360 or 350 per person.
That's
So
really, really
it's not
pretty.
like USA
Yeah.
prices where it's like 1,000 for a private tour or like 700 for a
That's
private
so
tour.
gorgeous. And do they take the US dollar there, or what's the currency conversion?
The currency is a Rio, and it's
Oh,
5
duh. Come
Rios
on.
to a dollar.
Okay.
As some places do, like some people would accept an American dollar, but that was very uncommon.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this was like the whole tour. This is like a link, and what's cool about it is like you can move the screen around because it's like 360. So that was like our pilot. That's IT Daddy in the background. That's me. And so
Oh.
like that was like the huge perk of
I
like buying this footage
see.
is like it's 360 and like
Your
you can
face,
like
you look so unamused. I'm sorry.
on the way back. No, that was the way back when we were done, and I was just like really taking it in. Like I was just staring at everything like wow.
Okay.
Also, I
Okay.
was sick.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow. Look at my tan though. Look at my tan. Brazilian
Literally so
mommy.
good. There she is. And now I see the smile. Okay. Your shirt
Yeah.
is cute.
It's a dress, but thank you. It's from
It's very
Aritzia.
cute.
Show my
Slay.
dress. Show my dress. Oh, period.
It's very, oh, it's long. Oh,
Yeah,
that is
it
really
was a maxi
cute.
dress. Thank you. But yeah, it was so fun. And our pilot, show our pilot. He was
He's
like
right there.
so
Hey.
chill. Like the other pilot that came out of the helicopter was like wearing like the full like pilot uniform, like the white shirt with the stripes. And then our guy was just like in like Vans, colorful socks, whatever he pulled out of his closet first. Like he was so
He's got the
chill. And he was like
vibes.
nice. Yeah. He was really nice. And yeah, it was just like a really like fun experience. This was like by far one of the like peak moments of like the fun stuff that we did. And it was just like really, really beautiful and breathtaking to just like orbit Cristo. I was like, wow, because Cristo is actually one of the 7 wonders of the New World. So like it was just cool to have seen that. I don't even know what are the wonders of the world. I think I've seen a couple of them. I'm not too sure though.
Taj Mahal, Stonehenge. I know for sure. Hold on. I know Taj Mahal and Stonehenge for sure.
I had the opportunity to go to Stonehenge, and then I was just like, I don't want to see those rocks in the ground.
I want to see
I
them
did not
so
wanna
bad
go. I was
because
like, nah.
I'm like sure it's like alien activity, or it's just like how were they so smart to be able to do that? Oh, the Great Wall of China.
I haven't seen that yet.
Chichen Itza, which is
Ooh, I've been there.
at the Yucatan Peninsula, Petra in Jordan,
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Machu Picchu. Oh, we're literally looking at the same thing. Christ the Redeemer, which is the one you saw, the Colosseum in Rome, Taj
So that's
Mahal.
3.
And that's all of them.
I've seen 3 of the 7. Now I have to go finish this list. I can't leave this unfinished.
Well, I'm going with you when you go to Stonehenge, and also the one in Jordan. Those are like the
Ooh,
only
we have
ones
to
I'm
go to
interested in.
Peru.
I don't want to go to China. Like I'm good.
Really? Why?
Yeah,
You don't want
I've
to go
heard.
get COVID? I'm just kidding.
Well, no, I've just heard a lot of horror stories from people of color that have gone there and just not been treated well.
Like
And
they take pictures of you and like
yeah,
they're like,
and
oh my
like you know,
God.
I don't really agree with the communist culture anyway, so I just don't think that it's a place for me, and I'm good with that. Like I can go to Japan or Korea and
Yeah.
enjoy like the
I
Asian
mean, it's
culture there.
definitely worth going to Asia because like it's actually really, really cool. I spent some time
Oh yeah.
in Cambodia and Thailand, and those are both beautiful, like really cool places.
I like love specifically South Korean culture. I'm not a big fan of North Korean culture, so I really want to go to South
Why not?
Korea.
Why don't you like
And
North Korea?
Because it's absolutely insane.
Insanely awesome. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. Clip it. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, but I think it's very worth like going to Asia. I want to go to Japan really bad, and the main reason I want to go to Japan is to eat sushi. Like I just want to like indulge on a bunch of sushi and like just
Yeah,
all the
the
food.
food there. Yeah,
Yeah.
the food. My one of my good friends went for a work trip and she literally left today to go back to Tokyo, and she
Ooh.
said that the her favorite thing about being there was how active she was, like walking, and the food. Like the food is the highlight. And I want to go to Disneyland out there too cuz I just saw all the food there. It's so cute, and like the rides.
Oh,
Oh,
I bet
I want
it's
to go so
so
bad.
cute there. Wow, I didn't really think about that. But the walking, you said lots of walking. It's crazy to
Mhm.
me how, like, when I travel, the thing I do the most is walk. I
Yeah.
walk so much when I'm everywhere else, and then I come to the US and you have to be in your car for everything, and I feel like it's just so
Yeah.
shitty. But I lost weight from my trip to Brazil.
I love that.
Yeah, I lost a pound.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I lost a pound. I weigh 106 now. I'm not trying to be a pick me, just trying to be transparent about my weight. But yeah,
That
I'm
is
106 now.
what? That
Yeah,
is
and I'm like so
insane.
much
But
leaner
you're also
too from just like
shorter.
walking.
Yeah. I always have to
What do
remember
you
we're
mean?
not
But
the
I'm
same
also
height.
shorter. Wait, what does that mean? Don't
Cuz I
discredit my
was
work. I used to weigh 129. Excuse me. I used to be fat.
no,
Not that
no, but I was
129 is fat, but 129 on a 411 bitch is fat. Like I was
that's what I'm
thick.
saying because
Oh.
I don't even weigh 129, and so I was like trying to think like 106, like I couldn't imagine myself 106, but then I remembered we're not the same height. Like
Well, yeah.
I shouldn't think of it that way.
No, don't. For anybody out there that is not 4'11 or like a small person, do not feel bad if you're not 106. Like, because I'm so short, like, really, like, I think like 90 pounds to like 110 is like where my,
BMI.
I don't think I think 90 might be underweight, but like 95 pounds to like 110 is like what my weight should be for my height. So yeah, my BMI. But I don't really pay attention to that as much as like how I look. But I look so much leaner. So I was just like, damn, like, I'm gonna keep this up. But what's crazy is that like so before I got sick, like we were eating a lot of stuff and like we were walking a lot and like I didn't really feel like our we would eat like a lot of sweets and stuff, but I didn't feel bad because I was still exercising. I was on vacation, but we were walking a lot. So like it all balanced out. Like the amount of activity to the amount of calories I was consuming was like very balanced.
Mhm.
Um, but that day I got so I can't even oh man, so that day I got really sick. I got food poisoning the night
Oh,
before the helicopter ride. And I can't even talk about like the food that I ate, but I'll just say it for the stream. Oh, my stomach is turning. Well, we went to this nice restaurant that we found on TikTok, and it was risotto with shrimp. It was risotto with shrimp. Shrimp. I can't
of
even
all
look.
things.
I can't
That's
even look
crazy.
at videos or pictures of that night because my stomach just starts to turn. Ah! And I ate that, and then I woke up at like 3 a.m. Like immediately after we ate, we like walked back to the hotel, and I was like, "IT Daddy, like my stomach hurts. Like I have a sharp pain in it. Like this doesn't feel normal." And he was like, "Oh well, hopefully like we can walk it off, and like you'll feel fine." I was like, "All right." So we kept walking, and that sharp pain started to turn into a stabbing pain. I was like, "God dang, like I hope I'm not passing a kidney stone or something." And then we go to bed, and in the middle of the night, I woke up like at 3 a.m. and I was just like, oh no, like I think I'm gonna throw up. And as soon as I know, like your
Yeah,
body. And I
same.
was like,
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah. Your
no. And
mouth
so
starts watering, your stomach's turning.
like for me, my mouth doesn't water. It's just more of like there's a specific pain I feel in my stomach at a specific
Oh,
spot,
okay.
and I know that's my throat. I'm gonna throw up. And so I woke up at 3 and I was like sitting by the toilet. And personally, when I'm throwing up, I like to have someone in the room with me, but not like, don't touch me. don't like bother
Just
me,
there for
just like
moral
be
support.
there. Yeah, just be there and tell me like, let it out, you're gonna be okay, like, you know, like I just like that.
Mood.
And so
Mood.
I was just like hovering the toilet and just projectile vomited
I.
so much. And like I have thrown up a lot over like in my life. The most disgusting thing to throw up is risotto. It is the most disgusting texture and it tasted so nasty. But think about it. Think about the texture of risotto. Think about it being eaten and then thrown up. It was so. It was the worst thing I've ever thrown up. I cannot think about risotto or even eat risotto anymore. Like,
Ew.
it just fucked me up. And
Ew.
yeah, I just threw up, like I said, from 3 in the morning to like 8:30 a.m. Like right before we got picked up for the helicopter ride, I threw up because I was brushing my teeth and I brushed my tongue to brush off all the vomit, and then I threw up. I was like, God damn it, damn it!
You went a
And
little too far back?
no, I didn't even go far back. I just did like just the tip, and I threw up. I was like, oh no, but on a more lighthearted note, that like reset me. Like honestly, like I was like, you know, I was eating
That
real good,
reset
and when
me.
I threw up, like I looked down, I was like, bitch, I'm skinny. Like I'm
Period.
so
Wait,
skinny right
no.
now.
Seriously, the after food poisoning like
Yeah.
feeling is undeniable. It's giving skinny legend energy.
It's
Like
yeah, I was like, oh my god, like
for
I'm
sure.
so skinny. Like what eating bad? What cheat meals? But I like we went on the helicopter ride. I was like we went on the helicopter ride. I came back and I slept like I did not wake up to like I think like 6 p.m. Like we got back at like I don't know like 1 or 2, and I fell asleep. Woke up at 6. Ate like some French fries, some crackers, drank liquid. I couldn't really hold anything down, and then just fell asleep. And then when I woke up the next day, I was fucking skinny. I was like, girl, we gotta go take some beach photos today, some thought pics. Ugh. So we did. That's exactly what we did.
Ah. Those
Yeah.
are the pics. Those pics came out really, really cute. I
Thank
love the
you.
bikini.
Thank you. It's so crazy because like it was the first time I actually felt like sexy in a bikini, even though like not because of the vomiting, but because of all like the working out I've been doing. And usually I dread wearing a bikini. Usually I hate the way I look in a bikini. I did not vibe with it. But this time I was wearing like Brazilian bikinis. Like I bought like 5 bikinis. So all summer I'm going to be wearing thong bikinis, you know, itty
Period.
bitty ones. And I
Period.
just felt so like confident and sexy and like good in it. And like even when I look at my body, like there's a lot of stuff that I want to change about it, but like just to get more in shape and like just really have my dream physique. But for the first time, I was really confident and like happy to be in a bikini, and that was like a novel feeling for me. But I feel like it's gonna be my new norm, you know, instead of just like hating what I look like and not wanting to take pictures. I
Yeah.
really liked it, and like I would say there's definitely still parts of me that I'm like, damn, like my ass, you know, like where my ass and titties. But I'm really happy with all the progress that I've made, and I'm just like a different
New
me, so
year,
it
new
feels good.
you.
Yeah, literally, new year, new me for sure. But yeah, it was like overall like just such a fun time. What I loved about it as well is like going back to the bikini thing and like being on the beach is that like everybody loves their body there. Like everybody was wearing like all of the females were wearing thong bikinis. It doesn't matter how old you were or what size you were. Everybody was wearing them. Like all shapes and sizes of women, like big girls and tiny girls and everything in between wearing it. And it was so beautiful
I
to
love
see because
that. I
there
love
was
that.
like people were not sexualizing each other. It's just a body in a bikini at the beach. You know, like that's what it
Mm-hmm.
was. And I love that cuz like you wear that in America and like people are judging you and looking you up and down. Like they'd be looking me up and
Yeah.
down for wearing that, and then a big girl wearing it, they'd be like judging her so hard for wearing that. But like in Brazil, like
Real.
it was so like natural. Everybody was just out and about, and like even the men, like every guy had a Speedo on, and I was like
Oh,
IT daddy, the one
all
thing
of
I want
them?
for my birthday. Every guy, yeah. It was normal. Like I love a man in a Speedo. I think it's the hottest thing. I think it's like the most like highest form of like self-confidence. Like if a guy can rock a Speedo and fucking own it, I'm wet. Like dead ass, I'm wet. And so like I was telling IT daddy like all I want for my birthday is for you to wear a Speedo. Please just wear a Speedo. So finally, on the last day, he wore a Speedo at the beach. And I was like, if you're going to try it anywhere, like, here's the place.
This
Because
is the
nobody cares.
place. Yeah.
Everybody's wearing a Speedo. Everybody's wearing a thong bikini. Like, this is the place to do it. And we bought him a Speedo. He put it on.
Slay.
And
Slay.
he was rocking it. So shout out IT Daddy.
Slay.
Let's get some
Oh
hype
my
in the chat for IT
you
Daddy.
should see the chat. The chat, they've been like saying like, oh, I want to see the
we
funny
should check
pictures of
in.
Squints.
Did we
you
take any
should
pictures?
see it.
Like, honestly, we bought a.
You already know, and dreams are like, they're ready for it. They're ready.
Woohoo! They're wet. Everybody in the chat is wet right now because IT Daddy wore that Speedo. Woo! And I would say it was so we here's let me paint a picture in y'all's head. I want everybody to close their eyes. IT Daddy is in a Speedo, his sexy little self, and it was a little too tight, and you could see everything if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
I'm wet. It looked good. I was looking. I was like, "Oh, you could see everything," and I was just like, "We need to go back to the hotel room stat." And it was funny because what?
I said it was playtime.
That's right. Yeah, it was playtime, guys. But IT, let me see the print. Daddy Dream said, he said, I'm dripping. Well, me too. But when I tell you, it was like the equivalent of when a guy wears gray sweatpants, if you know what I'm saying. That was the vibe and the mood for IT Daddy in a Speedo. It was fucking hot. He looked great. The only thing that was funny was that, like, so they were a little small. Because I guess, like, the sizing is different in Brazil, but they were a little small. And his number one complaint was, I can't feel my legs. I think it's getting the circulation in my legs. Oh
that is so good.
It was so funny. Zara, stop. Can you get her out of here? It was so funny. We were like laughing because of that. But go, Zara. She almost took the camera down. We were laughing because of that, but it was so great. Like, everybody just is, there's so much body positivity there, a lot of body love, and like, nobody looks twice when you're like wearing a thong bikini or when you're wearing a Speedo that's too small. Like, you look great. Everybody's doing it. It's really, really nice. And so, like, if anybody wants to try wearing a Speedo for the first time or a thong bikini, go to Brazil. Go to Brazil stat. Yeah.
And do it.
Yeah. I know I'll be wearing thong bikinis all summer. I'm going to like keep working out and getting my body tight and right. And then hopefully this summer we'll have a picture, a little thoughty picture with abs. That's my goal.
Coming. You're so close. You're gonna probably happen before summer.
Yeah, I think what the issue is that I just need to build muscle under my stomach, because I realize I don't really train my abs aside from like my compound movements and like running, but like I need to actually train them, which I am. Fun fact: I'm gonna start doing Muay Thai and like drop hot yoga for a little bit to switch things up.
Really? You're gonna do Muay Thai? Yeah, that's intense. I love that for you.
Thank you. And so I know, like, when I start doing that, like, that's gonna change, like, transform my body with like the cardio and like the muscles. Like, I know that's what's gonna get me abs. Like, I'm so excited. I need to call the studio that I'm gonna go to, because I want to know, like, what do I need to get to start? You know, like, on my first day of class, what do I need? Boxing gloves, or can I just go as is and just like punch the air? Like, I don't really know. So I'm trying to figure, I want to call to figure that out so I can go prepared, but I'm going to drop hot yoga for a little bit and just stick to Muay Thai.
That's so fun.
Do Muay Thai for a while.
Muay Thai is so intense. I remember at one of my man's fights, like they were fighting boxing and Muay Thai, and like just watching the people go in. Terrifying for me because I'm like anti-violence, but like love the intensity and like the art of it, because like it is an art. It's not necessarily like it's a fighting style, but it's rooted in artistic like self-defense. So
yeah,
it's like, really pretty to watch.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like originated in Thailand, which I have spent some time in, and I really want to practice. And if it's something that I really like, my vision for it is to, after a year of training or close to that, to go to Thailand and train at one of those gyms there for a little bit. That's what I would really love to do. Yeah.
One of my sorority sisters is doing that right now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I love that.
That's cool. it's funny because like I think I have like I don't know what it is, but when I start something, like I see like the big picture and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do this one day. Like and then I make it
Mm-hmm.
happen. So I'm like, one day I'm gonna train with like in Thailand. But the cool thing is the studio that I'm looking at is apparently the first Muay Thai gym in the US. And it's led by
Wow.
an instructor from Thailand who has won 65 times, lost 15 times, and
Wow.
drew 5 times. I was like, 65 wins is,
Wow.
I think that's a lot. I don't really know, but that sounds
Yeah,
like a lot.
definitely.
And
Definitely.
yeah, and so he's like a pretty, I don't know if he's like a famous world champion or whatever, but he's like, he holds like a lot of titles and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. Like, and I definitely want to do it. And the thing that intrigues me the most about it is that it is, um, like the gym setting is very similar to like the Thai studio like gyms. It's nothing fancy. It's very old and traditional, and that's the same
Oh
way the
yeah.
training style is and the teaching style. So that's what I like the most. Like I don't want to go to like Equinox to go do kickboxing and Muay Thai. You know what I mean? Like I want to be in
Yeah.
like a legit vibe. But let's check in with the chat really quick and see what everybody's up to. Everybody's just getting wet over IT Daddy in a Speedo, which I second that. Was it
Ooh.
the Brazilian flag on them too? No, IT Daddy just wore like a black one. He was trying to be a little modest. You know, it's his first time dipping his toes in the water, so he's like, let me get a little black Speedo. Um, a bamboo stick? What are you saying, Daddy
Yeah, I
Robert?
don't know. I don't know about the
I was like
bamboo
bamboo stick.
stick.
Are you saying that for IT Daddy's what is it? His print boxing with the bamboo stick?
For Muay Thai.
Oh,
You're like
using
one
a
of the
Oh.
instead of bamboo stick.
Daddy Dream said I know he was fucking it up in that
Oh.
Speedo. Yeah,
That's I get
he
that.
was. Did we take any photos? No. Hopefully IT Daddy in a Speedo is something we get to see in LA. Would you do it?
Sure.
He said sure. He said sure. And rolled his
Oh,
eyes.
that's fire.
That's good enough for me. Was the Speedo like a physique thing? Did Squints have a banana hammock in the Speedo? Was there a banana hammock in your Speedo? It was all out, like print and all. Like you could see the print. It was hot. Everybody was wearing Speedos. Like there's no like physique about it. It was like some people, some guys that were wearing it were like shredded and jacked, and then it was like non-shredded people, like big people too. Just like the everybody was like whether you're fit or
Yeah,
whether you're
it doesn't
not,
matter
like
your shape or
yeah,
size.
yeah, or your age. Like everybody was like in a fucking tiny swimsuits. Um,
As close to naked as they can be.
yeah, honestly, like I wish we found like a nude beach because I don't like these tan lines, but we didn't go. We did try to go to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, but the studio that we went to, like I had looked it up and I wanted to go to this specific one. Every time that we went, it was closed. And I was like, yo, what the hell? Like they run on their own time there. Like they open when they want, they close when they want, like they do them. And so like we just ended up never being able to go, but I'm like so into like fighting right now. Like I've been wanting to like do something, especially because like with fitness, like anytime I train with Mel, she always like she keeps advising me to like get angry. She's like, get angry, get aggressive. Like when I'm gonna squat, she's like, you need to approach the bar with like aggression. But I'm just so like zenned out on like on like yoga and like self love and all this stuff. Like I'm just so zen that like I just can't get angry and like I just like
Yeah.
I approach the bar just so like ha 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 hi I'm dead, you know, like just so chill, and I just like can't get aggressive. And so that's why I want to swap out yoga for Muay Thai, because it is going to challenge me to get aggressive and find that like you know, like like really like hit a bitch. And I'm excited. It just looks so badass. Like it just looks fun. Like I want to like I have a feeling I can get really good at it because I'm so small and quick. Like if I just learn how to like do it, I think I could get good. And like I don't have the intention of like trying to fight people in a ring, but like if I get really good, I'd be down to try. Like I would totally be down to try to like fight someone. Like there's just something in me that just like wants to fight. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's all
Do it.
it's all the roids I'm taking.
Feed the fire.
Yeah.
Feed the fire. Daddy Dreams wants to know if you're able to see the messages from the start of the stream. I
From the
saw them.
I don't see them from the start because I just pulled up this thing right now. It's
Is there one in specific, Dreams, or
even the
I
old
can
people.
read
Yes, even
some?
old people, like old guys, old men are in speedos. Old women are in thong
S-
bikinis.
So earlier, Daddy Dreams gifted subs to everyone
Ooh, let's
in the
go.
chat.
He's supporting the
Um,
BBL and the fake
exactly,
Yitties.
exactly.
Woo! Let's get some hype in the chat for Daddy Dreams. He's supporting the Yitties. We need a shot for
um,
Yitties and a BBL, baby.
Dreams was also very happy that Gypsy Rose has not popped up on their page.
Yeah, she's overrated. What if you had a
Dreams was also
huge
talking
bush?
about me being a serial killer. A cereal spelled like
Yeah.
that, yes. Put some cinnamon toast crunch on my plate. I'm killing it for sure.
She
That's
thinks
the
she's
only thing
small
I'm
and
killing.
quick. I am small and quick. What you talk about? I wanna show like this journey of like Muay Thai. I just need to call them. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. I said that yesterday. I was gonna come tomorrow, and then today I got away, and I was like, oh shit. Maybe they're still open. Actually, I could just call after this. Yeah, never mind. He a real king. When I work out, every one of my gym bros thinks I'm pissed off, but I'm just in the zone. Same. Honestly, people must think I have like RBF, but like I'm just like socially anxious. I'm just like, what am I doing here? It's funny. Damn, I wish I could see all the messages from like the start of the stream, but for some reason they're not here. Aurora, you weren't supposed to see that. Wait, you weren't supposed to see what?
What?
Oh, the psychopath.
one?
I think the psychopath one. Yeah. That was meant
Well,
to
I
not
saw
be
it.
seen.
I saw it.
That is funny. Can you tell us about the person who recognized you at the
Oh,
airport?
yeah.
Yeah, there was this dude. He was like, it was funny because he was like doing, he was like, we were at the gate and he was like doing, what was he doing? IT Daddy, like headstands or handstands and like this like jump roping and stuff like that. And we were like, oh, that's interesting. So then like we stepped away to go like take pictures and stuff. And then I don't know, I had seen him doing that, and then we stepped away to go like obviously I gotta get my pictures for the IG, and he like walked past us and he was like, self-care daddy, and I was like, oh shit. We were like looking at him and staring at him at the gate, and then he knew me. I was like, that's funny. I was like, ooh, I'm feeling myself. But it was cool. That had never happened at the airport before.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's only happened at the
love
gym.
That.
It's happened at the gym. Like people have come up to me at the gym before. When I went to like one of Mel's events, people came up to me there and they were like, "Oh my god, I see you in the videos," and I was like, "Hey, that's me." And then now at the airport, so it's pretty crazy. The self-care daddy community is growing.
Was that at LAX or was it at the airport in? Really? Okay.
LAX. Oh, in Brazil? Damn, I'm not international yet.
Imagine, no, that's what I was saying. I'm like, that's
That would be
crazy.
cool.
That'd make it even crazy. Yeah, one day. Soon.
Yes, manifesting that. That'll happen. I'm working on it. Working on being an international baddie. For
Well,
now,
I'm so happy
we're
to
in the
hear
US.
that you, I'm so happy to hear that you had such an incredible birthday. You know, like
Thanks.
that sounds like the best way to start the year. Absolutely incredible, especially that helicopter ride. Thanks,
Oh, that
and
was
I'm
amazing.
so grateful you bought the 360 cam video so we could all
me
watch.
too. Like
Thank
they
you for
showed
sharing
us,
that
and
with
I was like immediately yes, like immediately. Like,
Immediate
I don't care,
cop.
I'm getting it. Yeah, I was like, I need the content. It was funny. Well, I was like, maybe should I drop the link? I don't know. So you ate the arroz con leche mazamorra. Arroz con leche mazamorra. What is that? I know what arroz con leche is, but I don't know what mazamorra is. Is that the risotto? Because I cannot think about that right now.
No, I think it's the dessert, the banana you had.
No, it wasn't that. It was called banana pat. Like P-A with the little carrot T.
Oh, then I don't know. Wait, what's it?
Can you bring that up,
IT
IT Daddy? Arroz con leche is rice and milk, but I don't know what asamora is.
Oh, maybe it was the
Tell us,
Risotto.
XSJ. Don't leave us on red like that. Type faster. Type faster.
It's all right. You have to ask. If you have to ask, oh. You can't afford it.
Shut the
Wow.
hell up. Shut the hell
That's
up.
crazy. That was
I don't ask.
crazy.
I didn't ask how much it was. I asked what it was. Let me be clear.
You already know. Redeemed a H2O
Oh,
check.
that's what it was right there.
Yeah?
Yeah. H2O check. This right here is the dessert that I was telling you guys about. IT Daddy's gonna pull it up when he can, but it was so fucking good. Like, when I tell you I would go back to Brazil for this, that's immediately what I'd go back for.
I don't have
H2O
water, but I
check.
have bone broth.
That's perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that thing in the corner. So good. And then there are also these little, like, chocolate balls. What were those called? I don't remember. I don't know.
Please be a squints leak. You already know it's fiending.
Oh, these. These were so good. Like, my coochie's throbbing right now for these. They're that good. Like, I
Oh
want to
my
boof
God.
them. I want to put them in me. These are delicious. Like, so good. What are they called?
They look really chocolatey.
Oh, brigadeiro. I don't know. Why did I say that with an Italian accent? Brigadeiro. I don't know. How was the language barrier in Brazil? So in Brazil, they speak Portuguese. I was able to easily communicate with them because of Spanish. So I understood most of what they were saying to me in Portuguese because of Spanish. But some of them spoke Spanish, so I would just talk to them in Spanish if they knew Spanish. What was it? Oh, that was the banana cake that I had for breakfast. I'd eat that with some coffee at the end of. So every day for breakfast, I
Yummy.
basically just ate a plate of fruit, like watermelon, mango, papaya.
The
Which
best
papaya
way.
is so good. Like, I never, like, I honestly, I have never had papaya until I was there, and I was like, oh my god, I need to start eating that.
It's really yummy.
Yeah, and so I would have a plate of fruit with a glass of, like, orange juice, like freshly squeezed orange juice, or green juice, like a detox juice. And then after that, I would drink a glass of coffee with a little pastel, like a little cake.
Oh, that sounds really
So I
good.
would eat like banana
love it.
cake. I'd eat like this little like chocolate, like a hazelnut cake with like this like kind of like it was boiled evaporated milk or boiled condensed milk. So like just like a thick
Oh, I
condensed milk that we
love
poured on top,
condensed
and it was
milk.
like brown, and that was really good. So those were like the two things that I ate after my breakfast every day. It was so good. Oh, it's Peruvian food that you were talking about. Love some squish. What did I say?
Never
Squash squeeze,
mind.
fresh squeezed OJ. Yeah, I never had banana
XSJ
cake.
was
Why?
trying to talk crap.
I know, dang, trying to talk smack over there, and you were wrong. Banana cake? You've never had banana cake? You already know why? Why have you never had banana? Are you allergic to bananas? Can you? So you already know. For context, is allergic to egg yolk. Can you eat cake? There's egg yolk and cake. Can you eat cake? Always talking the truth. Let me learn you both something. Shh.
Huh?
XSJ. XSJ, we gonna fight. I'm gonna take Muay Thai and then I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm speaking the
She's
truth,
ready to
XSJ.
fight. She's ready to
And
fight.
I've been ready. Like, even to like, I blame it on like, training with Mel, but also like at zoo culture when I'm running on the treadmill, they're always playing like MMA like on the screens, and like I've just been getting so into it, especially now that I have an interest in like trying it. People just like fight, and like I've just been watching it. I think every day that it's just like now I just want to fight.
See, two different types of people. My man is a fighter, and I literally still like squirm when I watch people get knocked out at UFC fights.
Really?
And then you're over here, you watch it at the gym, you're like, yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, I was like, like I'm not really into sports, but I could get into MMA. Like, I think once I learn like the striking system and like the technique and how it's like judged, I think that it's something I could really like be interested in watching. If it's real. I don't like the like the
Oh, it
Logan
is
Paul type of
real.
stuff.
It's
No, like the
very
Logan Paul
real.
stuff, like the streamer fights. Like I think those are fake. I'm not
I
supposed to eat it, but
well,
I only have Vitamin.
I don't know the ones that I've seen. I don't know, but I know that UFC fights are real.
XSJ said,
Very
"I'm
real.
learning that Brazilian dance fighting. I'll moonwalk on that ass while throwing it down." I'm dead. I'm dead. That's funny. But I'm quick and quick. Wait, what? I'm little and quick.
Quick and
I'm gonna
quick.
get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna go right between your legs. Whoa, that sounded so sexual, and I did not mean it that way. Like, put a restraining order on me. I have to go. This is weird. Daddy, when you're done practicing, I'm gonna come down there and we're fighting on site. Oh, let's do it. I'm
Those
gonna
are
get you. I'm gonna
threats.
roundhouse you.
Those are
I'm gonna
threats.
roundhouse you. Yeah, they are threats. My leg is falling asleep right now. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm excited. Overall, just to run it back, I had a great time in Brazil. 10/10 recommend. If it's not on your bucket list, it should be. And when you go to Rio and take the helicopter tour. If you can't get hit, if you can't see Carnival, if you don't catch Carnival, go to do the helicopter tour. Don't be a peasant hiking up that mountain, being crowded with everybody. Can't even get a good selfie. Take the helicopter tour, orbit, be the baddie that you are, and do it. The one thing I know we're like we wanted to like kind of wrap things up in a second, but I just wanted to say the thing that people don't talk about with traveling is post-travel depression. I had such a good time when I was away. I was in the sun, I was walking a lot, I was eating a lot, I was doing things every single day. And then I came back to also, I forgot to mention this. On the way back, we stopped in New York. So I spent a day in New York.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
was like, wait, what am I
God.
saying? Yeah, and so like from doing all that, like just constantly being on, like not on the go, but constantly be doing things and being in the sun and walking and moving. Like even when we went to New York, the weather was like gloomy and cold, but we walked a lot and like I felt so excited and I really liked New York. Like usually I hate New York, but this time felt different. I was like, damn, like I could actually like see myself living here. Like this is really cool.
Wow.
So we spent some time in Queens, got a bagel there, went to the Brooklyn Bridge, walked around there, and then went to Central Park, walked around, just kind of like really, honestly, I just wanted to walk as much as I could because I knew I was about to sit on a plane for like a long time. So we walked, we saw like a show being like filmed. So there was like a whole production and all the actors and stuff were there. So that was really cool. And then my favorite part about New York, yes, the Brooklyn Bridge was awesome. Yes, Central Park was great, but my favorite thing was being in Queens because the way they talked to me there, like I was ordering a bagel and they were like, "Mommy, baby girl, come get your bagel, baby girl." And I was like, "Oh my God." Like from this day forward, I will now only be addressed as mommy,
Or baby
mommy or
girl.
baby girl. Like that is all I want to be called. Like I was feeling myself like even going like, first, they call me Brazilian baddie with this tan. Then I'm going to New York, and then they're calling me mommy, not mommy, mommy. Because they got that little Spanish accent with it, mommy. And then calling me baby girl on top of that. Like I was feeling myself. I was like, damn. Like, and then I come back to LA and I'm feeling bad. I'm like, I fucking hate it here. But that leads me to like the post traveler's depression.
You got
is like now that
PTD.
yeah. I do have PTD, post traveler's depression. And that's something that I don't really see a lot of people talk about. But like now that I'm back in LA, like the weather is shit. It's cloudy, it's cold, and it's gloomy. And not only is it the weather, but like I came back and like I've experienced this before. And I experience this a lot. Like I definitely am somebody that deals with depression, like chronically. I don't think it's a big deal to me anymore because I know how to cope with it and I know what I need to do for myself to get through it. But I definitely have experienced a lot of post-traveler's depression. The first time when I lived abroad for a year and then came back, I experienced it really, really bad for like a semester. And then this time, now that I came back from Brazil, I feel it again. And the thing that's just like hard about it is you come back from doing all of these things and you come back and everything's the same. Everybody has been living their same life. Things are literally just the same as before you left it. And like, it's such a mind fuck. Like I just can't comprehend how like I was away doing all these things, living a very different day to day, and then I come back and everything's the same. Like the people outside are
Yeah.
still dropping off their kids at school. The people here still taking their dogs out like normal. I'm going to the gym. Everybody's still like doing the same thing, like working out and filming, and like going to the gym after being away was like so weird for me because I went back to zoo culture and it was kind of like a Black Mirror episode where like when I was away, like I filmed a lot, but I wasn't like as content creator mode as I am when I'm in LA. And like when I came back, like it was just so weird to see like everybody with like their tripods out and like filming. It almost felt like an out of body experience where like I was watching these people play a character and I felt very out of place. I was like, whoa, like why do I feel this way? And like truthfully, like since I've been back, I've been really depressed about multiple things, but specifically like the post traveler's depression. Like I already want to go on my next trip. Like I'm like, oh, LA is so ghetto. Like why is so ghetto here? Why do I hate the weather and hate LA? But I don't. I really do like LA. Like I love the opportunities and the people you can meet. Like it's just an amazing place for what I want to do. But coming back, it was just like that different. It was just different. Like it's still taking me time to like adjust to being back. It's just weird. Like seeing the people here versus like being in Brazil. Like in Brazil, like it was very like poor country and like, you know, people don't dress as flashy as they do here. And so like coming back and like seeing people dress like designer head to toe, being injected head to toe, BBLs head to toe, like everything done head to toe, like that was
Yeah,
an
the
adjustment to
culture's
come
so
back and
different.
see. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, like there are people that don't care about those things. And it's just like
Yeah.
refreshing to be a part of that for a while, but then like it's an adjustment whenever you come back to LA and see it. It's like coming
Yeah,
back into
because
like
it
a
is kind of
bubble.
like it's like a dystopian society.
Yeah, absolutely. And like it was just like weird and like it's been weird since I've been back. Like I feel I feel a lot. Like I have so many emotions running through me right now, but I definitely feel an extreme case of PTD.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I hope that
No.
you are able to heal from it, and if
No, I
not
will.
heal, go on another trip so it can go away.
Hey, that right there. Maybe, screw the healing process. The healing process is booking a flight and going on the next trip. So, like,
Catching flights
BRB,
and feelings.
TTYL. Yeah. Bye, everybody. I'm going to LAX right now. I'm booking a flight anywwer. I was
Peace
actually
out.
looking, I was like looking at flights and I was like, oh, it's only $150 to go to Portland, Oregon or like Seattle. I was like, I've never been there. I was like, but the weather, I'm trying to run
Literally, I'm about
away
to
from this.
say it's
Yeah, I was like,
like
I'm trying to
cold
run
and
away
rainy
from this.
there. That's
Yeah.
not it. That's
No, I
not it.
know. But yeah, it's just like, it's crazy. Like, that's just, I know, like, something a lot of people experience is just like this, like, depression. But it's not like, I feel uncomfortable when you say sorry. Because, like, I don't feel bad for myself. So, like, I don't want you to feel bad for me. Or, like, say sorry. Like, I don't feel like it's an experience worth saying sorry for. Because I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like, I've experienced this before. I'm going to be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more like I feel for you, not like I feel
You
bad
feel
for you,
sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, oh, don't feel bad for me. Like, I'm not feeling this
No.
way. It's a
No.
good depression. There's like different scales of depression. This one's a good depression, I guess.
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, I feel for you. And I hope that you feel better and like happy to be home sooner. Or not. You don't have to. You can just go on another
Yeah.
trip. And that's
Yeah.
fine too.
I think you just gotta go on a trip. Where are we going? Where should we go next?
It's a good
Not
question. You
Portland.
could
Not
be
Seattle.
like Mary Kate and Ashley and just like throw a dart at the map and let that decide.
Ooh, that would be fun. That would be fun. But yeah, so if anybody's gonna go on a trip soon, just beware of the PTD. But also just have fun when you're traveling. I wish we could talk. Oh, well, I would like. I mean, I don't know. We could talk more about traveling if you want. I have a lot of travel stories, and I love to talk anything travel, but I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk more about travel stories. Sorry, not to like, be that. I'm not
All right,
feeling well,
daddies. Well,
everyone, so.
on my own stream, when we talk tomorrow on my stream, we'll talk travel, because like I've traveled. I've been very fortunate to have traveled a lot. Like, I don't come from a background of money. I don't come from a background of like privilege, but I have been very fortunate in my life to come across a lot of opportunities to travel. Um, Typically, people where I'm from don't get these opportunities, so I feel really grateful that I am very blessed to have seen a lot of the world and have had a lot of experiences. So I'm very passionate about inspiring other people to travel and to see the world and to do things, and just see the world and see life through a different lens. Brazil was awesome. Not everything was pretty. There's a lot of poverty there, extreme poverty. There's something called the favelas or something like that, and it's basically the projects. These people live in homemade houses built out of like wood, tapestries, cardboard. It's really sad to see. It makes you think of life differently. It makes you feel a lot of gratitude for the things that, at least, made me feel a lot very grateful for what I have. And I've experienced that a lot. I've experienced that in Brazil. I experienced that in Cambodia and Thailand, and you just really see life differently. But I think overall, traveling just really makes me feel really grateful for the life that I have and for the opportunities that I've been given. And I think that if there's anything you can take away from today's episode, is book the trip. Like Daddy Dream says, book that trip, buy the flight, and go. Live your best life. You're gonna die one day. You only live once. So live life to the best. Live life to the fullest. Live life to the best. Book the flight. Hop on the plane. Catch flights. Maybe get some D, or give some D when you're abroad. And just have a good time. Yeah. So probably tomorrow, whenever I stream, I will talk to you guys a little bit more about traveling. If you all want to hear about it, if not, we'll just like catch up or whatever. But biggest takeaway from today is just traveling is fun. If you can do it, do it. And if you can't, save up so you can do it, and definitely prioritize it, because it's truly a life-changing experience. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's just the truth. I love traveling.
Do it.
It's so great.
I do too. It's honestly a really great, expansive, and I think educational experience. So when you have the opportunity, definitely take it and make the most out of it.
Period. And on that note, daddies, we're gonna say our goodbyes to all of you. This was super fun hanging out on another Tuesday. We'll be back next week, same time, 5 p.m. PST, same place, Twitch, YouTube, and the PTSD Instagram. If you're not following that, be sure to drop a follow. It's PTSD Pod on Instagram. If you're following me on IG, if you click on my profile, you'll see it tagged in my bio. So check it out, give us a follow, and we'll see you guys next week. This was super, super fun. I love spending my Tuesdays with you all. Aurora, do you have anything to say?
Bye. See you next week.
Just bye. All right, daddies. Well, thank you all so much for spending your Tuesday evening with us. It's been such a pleasure to hang out. I love all of y'all. I've missed all of y'all so much. We'll see you next Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. Bye.